Hello my dear children, welcome to the mathematics class. Today we are going to discuss integrals. Exercise 7.3. Exercise 7.3. Page number 307 in the textbook. Page number 307 in the textbook. In the previous exercise, we have found the integrals of the given functions by using integration by substitution method. Okay, my children, right? I hope you have learnt well. Okay, my children. Now come to this exercise. In this exercise, we integrate the given function using trigonometric identities. In earlier class, we have studied some trigonometric identities. By using the trigonometric identities, we find the integrals of the given function. We have to convert the given integrand into the standard form using the suitable trigonometric identities. Okay, my children, that is only the concept for the exercise 7.3. Okay, my children, right. Now come to the question number 1. Question number 1. Find the integral of sine square of 2x plus 5. Understood this question, my children? Right. Now come to the solution part. Now let us assume that capital letter I is equal to integral sine square of 2x plus 5 dx. Understood this step, my children? Right. Here we don't know sine square x, integral sine square x formula. Let us assume that this is some x. So integral sine square x formula we don't know here. So from the trigonometric identities, we convert this into suitable trigonometric function which can be integrated easily. Okay, my children, we know that 1 minus cos 2a is equal to 2 sin square a. Do you remember that formula, my children? So by using 1 minus cos 2a, we know that 2 sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos 2a. From this trigonometric identity, we find sin square a value. This implies sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos 2a whole divided by 2. Okay, my children? Right. We use this trigonometric identity here. We convert this trigonometric identity by using this trigonometric identity. This is equal to integral. Here a means 2x plus 5. So 1 minus cos 2 of 2x plus 5 whole divided by 2 dx. Understood this step, and children? By using this trigonometric identity, sin square a is equal to 1 minus cos 2a whole divided by 2. So by using this trigonometric identity, I wrote this step. Okay, my children, understood? Right. Here 1 by 2 is a numerical coefficient, so we can write it outside into integral 1 minus cos. Let us multiply these two. What will you get here? 4x plus 10. Understood, my children? Distributive property. We used here distributive property. Then we got cos of 4x plus 10 whole dx. Understood this step, my children? I wrote here numerical coefficient outside and I multiplied here. by using the distributive property. Then I got this step. Understood this step, my children? Right. This is equal to 1 by 2. Let us observe this integrand. It has two terms, namely first term is 1 and second term is cos of 4x plus 10. Okay, my children? Right. So we split into two integrals. Integral 1 dx minus integral cos of 4x plus 10 dx. I splitted into two integrals. Understood this step, my children? Right. That is equal to. So we converted into suitable integral formula. So here what is the integral formula? Integral 1 dx. What will you get? Yes, dx. Integral 1 dx is equal to x minus. Now come to the second term. I understood this first term, my children. Right. Now come to the second term. Integral cos of ax plus b. It is in the form of integral cos of ax plus b. Then what is the formula? S. Sin of ax plus b by a. So sin of 4x plus 10 whole divided by 4. Coefficient of x should be written as a denominator. Understood, my dear children? Right. Now let us multiply by 1 by 2. Then what we get? X by 2 minus sin of 4x plus 10 whole divided by 8. 2 4s are 8. This is the last step. So at the last step, what should we do? We have to add constant of integration. Understood this, my dear children? Right. I forgot here writing the formula. I will write because integral cos of ax plus b dx is equal to sin of ax plus b whole divided by a. By using this integral formula, I wrote this second term. Understood, my children? Right. Now come to the second question, my children. Next question, question number 2. Find the integral of sin 3x into cos 4x. Understood this question, my children? Right. Now let us assume that capital letter I is equal to integral sin 3x into cos 4x dx. Okay, my children? You know the first step is we have to assume that capital letter I is equal to integral sin 3x into cos 4x dx. Okay, my children? Understood? Right. Now we don't know the formula here, so we use a suitable trigonometric identity. Before that, just I will modify this function like integral cos 4x into sin 3x dx. Just I wrote a bigger number first and a smaller number next. Now if you observe, it is in the form of cos A sin B. Cos A sin B. There is a trigonometric identity. What is the trigonometric identity? 2 cos A cos B. 2 cos A cos B is equal to 2 cos A cos B is equal to sin of A plus B minus sin of A minus B. Do you remember that formula, my children? Right. So let us multiply and divide by 2. So 1 by 2 integral 2 cos 4x sin 3x dx. For our convenience, we multiplied and divided by 2. We multiplied this function and divided by 2. By 2 and multiplied and divided by 2. Now if it is in the form of 2 cos A cos B is equal to 2 cos A cos B is equal to sin of A plus B minus sin of A minus B. We use that trigonometric identity here. Okay, my children? Right. 1 by 2 into integral sin of where A is equal to 4x, B is equal to 3x. So sin of 4x plus 3x minus sin of 4x minus 3x. Whole dx. Okay, my children? Understood? I will write that trigonometric identity because 2 cos A 2 cos A sin B is equal to sin of A plus B minus sin of A minus B. 2 cos A sin B is equal to sin of A plus B minus sin of A minus B. So by using this trigonometric identity we wrote this step. Understood this step, my children? Right. This is equal to 1 by 2 of, let us simplify here, sin of what will you get to 4x plus 3x 7x. Understood this first term, my children? Right. Minus sin of what will you get here, 4x minus 3x x. Understood the second term, my children? Right. Whole dx. Understood this step, my children? Right. That is equal to 1 by 2 of, we converted this into trigonometric function into comfortable trigonometric functions. Okay, my children. Now we split into two integrals. Here there are two terms in this integrand. The first term is 7x sin 7x and the second term is minus sin x. Okay, my children. So we find these integrals separately. So integral sin 7x dx minus integral, understood this first term, my children? Right. Integral sin x dx. Understood this step, my children? We separated into two integrals. Understood this step? Right. Now, first term 1 by 2 into, it is in the form of sin of ax plus b. Here constant term is not there, b is not there, but it is a linear expression, sin of a linear expression. What will you write? Minus cos of ax plus b, minus cos, understood this first term, I will write the formula also, don't worry. Minus integral sin x, what will you get? Integral sin x dx. Yes, minus cos x. So already minus is there, so plus cos x. Understood this second term, children? Right. Because I will write the two formulae. Integral sin of ax plus b dx. Otherwise I will write here integral, because integral sin of ax plus b dx is equal to minus cos of ax plus b whole divided by a. And for the second term, and integral sin x dx is equal to minus cos x. Understood this step by step by using these two trigonometric, these two integral formulae. By using these two integral formulae, we got this step. Understood this step by step? Right. Integration part is over. So finally, what you will do? You have to simplify. You have to simplification part is left. Okay, my children. Understood? Right. Now let us simplify this step. Okay, my children. That is equal to, we multiply by 1 by 2. Distributive property. We use here distributive property. What will you get? Minus 1 by 14. Minus 1 by 14 cos of 7x, cos 7x plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 cos x plus 1 by 2 cos x. By using the distributive property, we wrote this step. Understood this step, and this is the last step. Simplification part is also over. At last step, what will you do? We have to add constant of integration. Understood, my children? Right. Now come to the next question, my children. Question number 3. Find the integral of cos 2x into cos 4x into cos 6x. Understood this question, my children? Right. Now come to the solution part. Let us assume that capital letter I is equal to integral cos 2x into cos 4x into cos 6x dx. Understood, my dear children? This first step, you know that the given integral is assumed as capital letter I. Okay, my children? Now observe here three factors are there. First factor is cos 2x, second factor is cos 4x, and the third factor is cos 6x. We follow the previous question method, means we have to multiply and divide it by 2. Then we get 2 cos A cos B formula. You know the trigonometric identity. 2 cos A cos B is equal to cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. So we multiply and divide it by 2. 2 cos 2x cos 4x, otherwise I will write a big number here, cos 4x cos 2x. I will write big number here. Okay, my children, understood? Just I rewrite that factors into cos 6x dx. Here I multiplied this integral by 2 and divided by 2. Then we got this step. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now if you observe this part, it is in the form of 2 cos A cos B. 2 cos A cos B means cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. We use that in trigonometric identity here. So 1 by 2 integral cos of A plus B. What will you get? 4x plus 2x cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. So cos of 4x minus 2x. Understood this term, my children? Into cos 6x into cos 6x cos 6x dx. Understood, my children? Right. What is the trigonometric identity here used? 2 cos A cos B is equal to cos of A plus B plus by using this trigonometric identity 2 cos A cos B is equal to cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. We got this step. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now let us simplify these terms. Okay, my children? This is equal to 1 by 2 integral cos of What will you get here? 4x plus 2x? Yes, 6x. So cos 6x. First term is cos 6x. Understood this? First term is done. Right. Plus cos. What will you get here? 4x minus 2x. Yes, 2x. Understood the second term is done. Right. Into cos 6x dx. Cos 6x dx. Here 1 by 2 of. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now we use distributive property. We use here distributive property. That is equal to 1 by 2 of integral cos 6x into cos 6x. What will you get? Cos square 6x plus, I am writing directly here, plus integral cos 6x into cos 2x. Cos 6x into cos 2x dx. Understood this step, my children? By using the distributive property, we get these two terms, cos square 6x, cos 6x into cos 2x. So I directly wrote integrals of these two terms separately. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now come to this first term. Now it is in the form of cos square a. Cos square a can be written as 1 plus cos 2a by 2 because we don't know the direct formula. That is why we are using the suitable trigonometric identity. Here also we have to multiply and divide it by 2. Again we use this transformation. These are called transformation formulae. Okay, my children. So for the first term we use 1 plus cos 2a by 2. Cos square a is equal to 1 plus cos 2a by 2 formula, and here we multiply and divide it by 2. Then we get 2 cos a cos b. So again we use the same trigonometric formula. Understood, my children? Right. That is equal to 1 by 2 into integral 1 plus cos a means here 6x. Cos square a means 1 plus cos 2a whole divided by 2 dx, plus here I am multiplying and dividing by 2. So 1 by 2 integral 2 cos 6x cos 2x dx. Understood this second term, children? Right. Here for the first term, what is the formula we used here? Because cos square a is equal to 1 plus cos 2a by 2. Okay, my children? For the first term only we used trigonometric identity formula, but for the second term we multiplied and divided by 2. Then we got this second term. Understood this step, my children? Right. So let us simplify here. Okay, my children? Right. This is equal 1 by 2 into, what will you get here? 1 by 2. Let us split into two integrals. 1 by 2 integral 1 by 2 integral 1 by 2 plus cos 12x by 2 dx. 2 6 are 12. So cos 12x by 2. Okay, my children, understood? Don't cancel here. This is an angle, this is number. Okay, my children, don't cancel like that. Plus 1 by 2 for this integral it is in the form of 2 cos a cos b. So integral use trigonometric identity cos of a plus b. So cos of 6x plus a plus b, cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b. Okay, my children, understood that for the second term we used cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b is equal to 2 cos a cos b. So I will write here, because 2 cos a cos b is equal to cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b. So by using this trigonometric identity, I wrote this part. Understood this part, my children? Right. This is equal to 1 by 2. Now let us find the integrals of these two terms separately. So 1 by 2 integral dx. Understood this first term, my children? Right. Plus 1 by 2, I am writing directly numerical coefficient to outside the integral sign. So 1 by 2 integral cos 12x dx. Understood this term, my children? 1 by 2 integral cos 12x dx. Now let us simplify these terms. Plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. What we get here? Cos 6x plus 2x. What will get? 8x. Understood this is term, my children? Right. Plus cos 6x minus 2x. What will you get? 4x. Cos 4x. dx. Understood this step, my children? We simplified this second term. We got this step. Here we splitted into two integrals. Then we got this step. Understood this step, my children? Right. This is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 integral 1 dx. What will you get here? X. Plus 1 by 2 integral cos 12x dx. It is in the form of cos of ax plus b. We use that formula. What is the formula? Sin of ax plus b by a. So 12x by 12. I will write that formula. Don't worry, my dear children. It is in the form of cos of ax plus b dx. So sin of ax plus b whole divided by a. Understood this term, my dear children? Right. Plus 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Here also let us split into two integrals. Integral cos 8x dx plus integral cos 4x dx. Cos 4x dx. Understood this step, my children? Right. That is equal to 1 by 2 into x by 2. Let us simplify the terms. X by 2. First term is x by 2 plus what we will get here? Sin 12x by 24. 2 12s are 24 plus 1 by 2. Here also let us use the formula. So I forgot here the integral formula. I forgot here. I writing the integral formula. We used that integral formula. What is the integral formula we used here for this term? Integral, because integral cos of ax plus b dx is equal to sin of ax plus b whole divided by a. So by using this formula we got this term. Understood, my children? Previously I forgot, so I wrote that formula. Understood, my children? Right. That is equal to 1 by 2 into, let us simplify the terms, x by 2. Understood this first term, children? X by 2 plus sine 12x by 24. Understood, my children? Plus 1 by 2. Again, it is in the form of cos of ax plus b. This is also in the form of cos of ax plus b. So we use the same formula. What will you get here? Sin 8x by 8. By using the same integral formula, we are writing the integral of this function. Understood, my children? Plus sin 4x by 4. Understood this step, my children? By using the same formula, using the same integral formula, we applied for this term and also for this term. Then we got these two terms. Understood, my children? Right. So what is the formula we used here for these two terms? This formula only, integral. So I will write the same formula because integral cos of ax plus b dx is equal to sin of ax plus b whole divided by a. By using this integral formula, we got these two terms in this step. Understood this step, my children? Right. Integration part is over here. Integration part. Now we simplify. We simplify this step. Okay, my children. So let us multiply by 1 by 2. Distributive property. What will you get? 1 by 2 into x by 2. X by 4. That is equal to x by 4 plus sin 12x by 48 sin 12x by 48. Understood the second term, children? Right. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 4. We multiply 1 by 4. Okay, my children. So sin plus sin 8x by 8 fours. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. What will you get? 1 by 4. So 1 by 4. 4 8s are 32. Understood this step, my children? Right. Plus sin 4x by 16. Okay, my children, understood this step? I am writing the step directly. I am writing the terms here directly by multiplying, by using the distributive property. Understood this step, my children? So simplification part is also over. This is the last step, final step. So at last step, what will you do? You have to add constant of integration. Understood this step, my children? Right. If you want to check whether this answer is correct or not, find the derivative of this function. Find the derivative of this function. Then automatically you get the given integrand. Okay, my children? Understood? Right. Now come to the next question. That is question number 4. Okay, my children? Find the integral of sine cube of 2x plus 1. Understood this question, my children? Right. Now come to the solution part. Let us assume that capital letter I is equal to integral sine cube of 2x plus 1 dx. Understood this step, my children? Right. If you observe the integrand sine cube theta, it is in the form of sine cube a. We don't know direct formula, but from the given trigonometric identity we can find the sine cube a formula in terms of multiple angles. Okay, my children, we know that sine 3a or sine 3a is equal to 3 sine a minus do you remember this formula, my children? Sine 3a is equal to sine 3a is equal to 3 sin A minus 4 sin cube A, multiple angles formula. From this formula we derive sin cube value. Okay my children, this implies what we will get? 4 sin cube A. 4 sin cube A is equal to 3 sin A minus sin 3A. Just we transpose this term to LHS and I transposed this term to RHS. Then we got this step. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now this implies sin cube A is equal to 1 by 4 of 3 sin A minus sin 3A. I transposed this 4 to RHS, then it becomes 1 by 4. So sin cube A is equal to 1 by 4 of 3 sin A minus sin 3A. Understood this trigonometric identity, my children? So we use this result here, where A is equal to 2x plus 1. Okay, my children? Right. That is equal to, what will you write here? 1 by 4. I am writing that numerical coefficient outside. Integral 3 sin A. 3 A means here 2x plus 1. Understood this first term, my children? Minus sin 3A minus sin 3 of 2x plus 1 dx. Understood, my children? Understood this step? I used this trigonometric identity, then we got this step. Understood these two terms, my children? Right. This is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 by 4 into. Again, let us write into two integrals. So 3 integral sin of 2x plus 1 dx. Okay, my children? Minus integral sin, let us use distributive property, sin of 6x plus 3 dx. Understood this second term, my children? Here I use distributive property, then we get sin of 6x plus 3. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now if you observe this first term, it is in the form of integral sin of ax plus b. This is also integral sin of ax plus b. Both are in the form of integral sin of ax plus b. Then what is the formula? Yes. Minus cos of integral sin of ax plus b. What will you get? Minus cos of ax plus b whole divided by a. Okay, my children? Right. So 1 by 4 into minus cos of 2x plus 1 whole divided by 2. Understood this first term, my children? We wrote the integral of this function. Okay, my children? So next minus of minus we get here plus. Okay, my children? Cos of 6x plus 3 whole divided by 6. Understood the second term, my children? Because integral sin of ax plus b dx is equal to minus cos of ax plus b whole divided by a. So by using this integral formula, we wrote these two terms. Understood these two terms, my children? Understood this step? Right. Integral part is over. Integration part is over. Now we have to simplify the terms. Okay, my children? So integration part is over. Now let us simplify the terms. Okay, my children? Right. That is equal to minus 3 cos of 2x plus 1 whole divided by, we are using the distributive property as well. So 8. 4 2s are 8. Understood this step, my children? Right. plus cos of 6x plus 3 whole divided by 424. 4 6 are 24. This is the last step. We have simplified the terms also, my dear children. Understood this step? Right. This is the last and final step. So at last and final step, what will you do? Yes, we have to add constant of integration. Understood, my dear children? Right. Now come to the next question. That is the fifth question. Find the integral of sine cube x into cos cube x dx. Okay, my dear children, understood this question? Right. Now let us assume that capital letter I is equal to sine cube x into cos cube x dx. Okay, my dear children? Right. That is equal to integral. Here I am writing sine cube x as sin x into sin square x. Can we write it or not, my dear children? Right. Into cos cube x. I wrote cos cube x as it is. Just I wrote here sin cube x as sin x into sin square x. Okay, my dear children, understood this step? Right. That is equal to integral. First I will write sin square x value and 1 minus cos square x. 1 minus cos square x into cos cube x into I will write this sin x at last into sin x dx. Okay, my children, just I rearranged the factors. Okay, my children, right. Now I will use here distributive property. Okay, my children. So integral, what is that? 1 into cos cube x. Yes, cos cube x minus cos square into cos cube x. What you will get? Cos power 5x into sin x dx. Understood this step, my children? Because we used the laws of exponents. A power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. For this second term, we used the laws of exponents. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now in this function, let us assume that cos x is equal to t. Integration by substitution method. Hereafter we use integration by substitution method. So put cos x is equal to t. Here I am using the integration by substitution method. Okay, my children. Put cos x is equal to t. Then what will you get? Differentiating with respect to t. Then what will you get? What is the derivative of cos x? Minus sin x into dx by dt is equal to 1. Do you remember these steps, my children? We wrote the derivative of this function minus sin x into dx by dt. d by dt of t is 1. Understood this step, my children? Right. From this equation we find sin x dx value. Okay, my children? That implies sin x dx is equal to minus dt. Understood this step, my children? Right. Now we substitute cos x is equal to t and sin x dx is equal to minus dt in this step. Okay, my children? Right. That is equal to integral cos cube x is there. So what will you write here? T cube minus cos power 5x. So we can write t power 5. So in this part we substituted cos x is equal to t. Okay, my children. Then what is left here? Sin x dx. What is the value of sin x dx? Minus dt into minus dt, not minus dt, my children, into minus dt. Understood this step, my children? Right. This implies minus of, otherwise multiply by minus. What will you get? Integral t power 5 dt. I am using the distributive property directly, my children. So minus of minus, what will you get? Plus 5. Plus t integral t power 5 dt minus integral t cube dt. Understood this step, my children? By using the distributive property, we got this step. For the two terms, I wrote integrals separately. Understood this step, my children? So, after that, if you observe this integral, it is in the form of integral x power n dx. What is the formula? X power n plus 1 by n plus 1. For this second term also we use the same formula. So that is equal to t power 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 minus t power 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1, because integral x power n dx is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. By using this integral formula, I wrote this step. Understood this step, my children? Right. This is equal to, integration part is over. We have to simplify these terms. Okay, my children, understood? Right. What will we get here? T power 6 by 6 minus t power 4 by 4. Okay, my children, we got here the answer in terms of t, but the given function is in terms of x. The function is defined in the variable x, but we got here answer in the variable t. So again we have to convert into variable x. What is considered as t here? Cos x. So cos to the power of 6x by 6 minus cos to the power of 4x by 4. This is the last step. So at the last step we add constant of integration. Understood, my dear children? Right.